Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. Good evening to everybody. It is Thursday the 15th of September. In a few hours, more hours, it will be Independence Day of Mexico. 16th of September, we'll be celebrating our Independence Day. I will start off by putting this clip on screen. This is a clip by Griff Jenkins, a colleague of ours that we have worked with also, and that we have shared or worked with Fox News also. Griff Jenkins is a really good friend of ours, and this is a clip for all of you guys to see how the border czar named by Kamala Harris. She has said multiple times that the border is closed. Karen Jean-Pierre, the public house speaker, the White House speaker, has said that the border is closed. The Democrats and all the Democrats have said that the border is closed. Leftist tabloids and leftist media in the United States are saying that this is not a crisis, that this is a challenge, and we will show what magnificent work, boots on the ground, our colleague and friend Anthony Agüero is doing right now in El Paso. And basically, they are saying the border is closed. No, it is not closed. And this is clearly an example right here.
President Harris said that the border is closed. Is the border closed? Do you believe that the border is closed, or is it open?
It's open, not closed. The border is open.
The border is open. Do you believe that all the migrants believe that the border is open?
Yeah, everybody believes that the border is open. It's open because we enter, you come in, free, no problem.
President Harris said that the border is closed. Is the border closed? Do you believe that the border is closed, or is it open?
It's open, not closed. The border is open.
The border is open. Do you believe that all the migrants believe that the border is open?
Yeah, everybody believes that the border is open. It's open because we enter, you come in, free. No.
So I will turn off the comments for myself. I'm going to concentrate on the live feed. So if people are majestically, particularly instigating the live feed, I have moderators and I have my manager, which they are doing ultimately a great work. But I saw a really quick comment and I want to refer to that. They're saying Fox News is fake news. Well, I can say that it's way much better than CNN, MSNBC, PBS, CBS, Daily Beast, Democracy Now!, and all those leftist tabloids that they just say lies. I'm just saying this. I will play this clip again and again and again and again and again. And I will turn off the comments for myself. You guys can keep commentating. Say hello to everybody at Getter, everybody at Twitter, everybody at YouTube, and everybody at Facebook. Buy Me a Coffee is pinned on the chat. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, we are going to be traveling soon to a place that you guys don't even imagine. That is specifically, we are going to be traveling soon to a place that you guys don't even imagine, but Buy Me a Coffee is pinned on the chat. Thank you so much. Let me play this again for you guys to see. This is a clip of Griff Jenkins, particularly talking to a migrant, asking him what Kamala Harris has said. And apparently 5 million people crossing in an irregular fashion into the United States of America. It is not particularly, it's not evidence. Myself, Oscar Blue, has traveled with more than 12 caravans. Exactly, the last one was my 12th caravan, and I have traveled with 12 caravans with migrants are saying the border is open by Del Rio, Texas, Eagle Pass, Texas, Monterrey, the state of Monterrey, Nuevo León, also in Arizona. They have said multiple times Arizona, and now ultimately now we are right here, showing it. And again, how fake can it be if you are showing so apparently credible evidence in front of your face, it is not evidence anymore. Wow.
President Harris said that the border is closed. Is the border closed? Do you believe that the border is closed, or is it open?
It's open, not closed. The border is open.
the border is open. Do you believe that all the migrants believe that the border is open?
Yeah, everybody believes that the border is open. It's open because we enter, we come in, free, no problem.
That is one of the videos that basically it was shared towards me and ultimately towards our. And Griff Jenkins is not creating fake news. However, he said that this is wanting you all to not report this. Of course, ultimately they don't want to report anything. Okay, the people that are saying that it's fake news is because they don't want us to talk about it. Like they completely, the leftists and the activists, they attacked us. They attacked our integrity. They attacked our credibility because they don't want us to talk about it. They immediately they attacked us when they say, "Oh my God, you're creating hysteria at the border. You're a fearmonger. Oh my God, you are such a conspiracy theorist. Oh my God, you are a QAnon. Oh my God, you're a white supremacist, white imperialist, white, whatever, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic. Oh my God, you're all the phobics of the above." Whoever believes in these linguistics, they're the radical ones. You're the one that is oppressing our freedom of speech. This is credible evidence. This is more credible evidence. And I will show you more credible evidence because I like to shut your mouth like you don't even imagine. I enjoy it like you don't even imagine because you don't have it. And we have it because we always do boots on the ground work. Look at this clip. Another one right here by Griff Jenkins. This was a little bit late at night. Apparently, Greg Abbott has sent buses to the house of Kamala Harris. And ultimately, that has not been suitable with the leftist radicals, that they are radicals, progressives. This is another interview with a migrant. Look at this.
These buses come from Del Rio, Texas. That's what a gentleman on the bus told me. And he's, pardon me, ¿de dónde eres? Venezuela. ¿Habla inglés? No. Sí, ¿no? No. La presidenta Harris dice que frontera cerrado. La frontera es cerrado or abierto? Abierto. So what she's saying, see, I asked her, Vice President Harris says that the border is closed. She says it's open.
Apparently, this migrant was asked right now if the border was open or if it was closed. It's saying that the border, it is open and that it's not closed. That was the translation, and it was done correctly. To all the leftists that they are saying that this is fake news, I'll wait for you guys for a little bit. Do a little stretch right here. I've been okay. Yeah, I'm all right. Just at home. I'm gonna be traveling soon. It's gonna be awesome. Exposing the left, their criminal the criminal mindset, the globalists, the elitists, how they're trying to destroy our freedom and make us robots. Yeah, I just shown a clip right here, another evidence, but they're saying that it's fake news. They already know how they act. And then they start screaming, no, you're a fearmonger, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a xenophobic. You know how they act. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Another clip saying by a migrant, that ultimately it is an open border. And apparently it is fake news. Fake news, apparently. Even if you show it right here. This, it is causing, and let me put myself on the screen right here. Let me see where is it at? Where is it at? Where am I at? Right here. I think it is right there. My God, that is such a beautiful. I like it. I like StreamYard sometimes. I will put some audios. This is the number one reason why. The travel advisors, this mafia that they're operating from Central America and South America, and that they are making billions of dollars with migrants, profiting, smuggling, trafficking. It is unbelievable, the audios that we are going to hear. The audios that we are going to hear is because of these travel advisors, smugglers, how they are. Those are the ones that you're creating this chaos, arriving into the borders of the United States of America, adding to the fact that the migrants are also complicit. It has to have some complicity, people. They are paying these travel advisors, quote unquote, smugglers, quote unquote, coyotes, to continue with this humongous smuggling scheme and business and trafficking business. Not only that, a lot of them, there are legitimate cases and vulnerable cases of asylum, but a lot of them, they already know that the border is open. You just heard it right there. Not only that, that ultimately the governments are complicit with this open border policy. It is a reality. We are not lying about it. It is a reality. And this is before I put the audios that you guys are going to be shocked of the audios that we are going to put. This is one of the screenshots of this promoting travel agencies, and one of them is Mario Torres. And I will put it again for people to see it, because it's really important for you guys to see how they are promoting. And it is unbelievable the way that they are doing it. On top, it says the exit is going to be on this day, on the 15th of September. Today is going to be that, they are planning this travel agency by Mario Torres. And it's saying that without no passport, don't carry no luggage, and you're directed to the Statue of Liberty, to New York. This is fake news. You're creating hysteria at the border. Oh my God, you're such a fearmonger. You got it right here. This has existed for the longest time. You know the leftists, how they are? And all these incompetent individuals that you tell them, leftist governments are right now destroying human life. It has always existed. In Mexico, we have a lot of insecurity towards women. It has always existed. Trafficking of humans it's escalated to a highest extent right now. It has always existed before it was existing. It's always existed. And because it's always existed, there's no problem with it. It's okay to continue with it. It is okay. Just continue doing it because it has existed in the past governments. What the hell are you talking about? It has always existed. You're such a fearmonger. You're such a conspiracy theorist. You're creating hysteria at the border. It has always existed. So because it has always existed, let's continue with it. What are you complaining about it? Right? Maggie and Pam, thank you for the coffees. Buy me a coffees on the bottom link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom link. This is the first clip. I believe, no, this is the first clip. This is, my God, in order, Oscar Blue. I think this is the first clip. This is the first clip of the smuggler. This is audios. And this is first shown audios of these people smuggling and how much they are charging on these travel agencies from Venezuela to over here. This is where the market starts. So imagine, to cross to the United States is between the cost of $2,500 to $5,000. That is the amount. That is the amount that is particularly they're charging right now. You're not adding the amount that they pay from island to island, from boat, to not walk, to walk, to have permission to enter another island. We're not adding those factors. Nobody knows about that, right? Give it a like to this video. Share this video, please. Come on, people. Give it a like on YouTube. Give it a like on Facebook. Give it a like on Instagram. I'm not on live on Instagram. Give it a like on Getter. And also give it a like on Twitter. We're live at Getter. Say hello to everybody at Getter. War Room Posse. Audio number 1. Listen to what it is going to be said right here. Audio number 1. And I will translate for every single one. 56 seconds of this audio. Hear this out. This is a travel advisor, which they are infiltrated in WhatsApp groups. And in these WhatsApp groups, they're advertising their services. These are the ones that they're creating this chaotic situation to make migrants think that the border is wide open and there's no process. There's no immigration process. You just walk in. This is the number one problem. The ones that they put people through dangerous pathways and they don't care about human life. Hear this audio right here. Number 1.
Si lo recojo desde Capulganá o lo mando a recoger, los que van a viajar por todo.
Look, if I pick you up in Capulganá, that is a city close to Venezuela. If I pick you up close to Capulganá,
Por la selva, le salen en 290.
if I pick you up from that place to take you to the jungle, I will let you that price in $290.
Si pone 300 dólares.
You know, let's give or take $300.
Desde Capulganá hasta llegar al campamento de la abuela.
From Capulganá until the migrant camp, the grandpa, el abuelo. You guys have heard about this migrant camp that is located in the Darien Gap. So this guy is charging from Capulganá to this camp that is called El Abuelo $300. He's charging that amount. Particularly, that is the amount that is charging from point A to point B to point Z inside of the jungle. That is $300 from Capulganá to there. $300. This camp that is called the Grandpa. Listen to more.
Este es el precio. De 3 a 5 días más o menos de camino total.
It's around 3 to 5 days, the trip right there. 3 to 5 days is going to take us. So 3 to 5 days, $300.
Y por donde tú viajaste, lo mando a recoger. No tienen que caminar tú a hacerlo, lo mando a recoger en.
And where you traveled before, because this is a migrant that has traveled before there, he's saying you don't have to travel through the jungle. They're going to pick you up where, he says. They tend you to a really blind spot in the sea.
Vale 450.
That is $450 from that blind spot. You're not going to touch the jungle. $450.
Más,
Plus,
más 100 de impuesto acá.
because we got to pay tax. What is the tax he's referring to? So he's saying $400 for just to take you to not touch the jungle, but $100 that we got to pay for tax. What is the tax? The tax is what they pay, the floor tax. For you to operate, you need to pay a percentage. And he's saying, plus the tax,
En Caledonia, más 100 de la guía. O sea, 650 totalmente.
$150 more for operation for us to continue this travel.
Pero tienen que cambiar de igual forma.
You have to enter through this particular place that I entered. If not, Where I'm going to charge you 300, not 400, not 450 or 550.
Vamos de Capulganá.
That is audio number 1. So you're getting, thank you so much, Holly, Cindy, Jim, Lucy, Jennifer. Thank you. Jennifer, welcome as a member. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Welcome as a member. You can become a member at Facebook. Also, thank you for all of them for the coffees. Buy me a coffee, pin in the chat. So this is an audio of a travel advisor, how much he's charging. These are the jobs that the Biden administration is creating. And this is the jobs that all governments are letting go by. People operating, risking their lives through these kind of situations. Let's go to audio number 2. Audio number 2. Let me see if we can get it right here. Yeah, it is 1 minute and 2 seconds. This is audio number 2. And you're going to see how much right here, how it escalates into a point that we understand a little bit, a little bit of how much they are making. Let's go. This is another travel advisor, quote unquote, saying from Capulganá to Necoclí, those are little cities between to get to the Darien Gap. And he's referencing to these little cities. If you're coming from Caledonia, that is another place. And if you pick up that package, look at that linguistics. If you're coming from Caledonia, if you pick up that package, they're travel agencies, packages. If you pick up that package, this is what he says. If you pick up that package of $650, it's going to take you around 6 hours legally to get to it's going to take you around 6 hours from get to Capulganá to a half point that they're going to pick you up. And from there, it is $100 of tax that I just explained to you. So it's 650 plus 100, that's 750 without touching the jungle. And $100 more of the guide. So now it's $750. So for you to move there is 650 plus 100 in tax, that's 750 plus 100 more from the guide, that's $850. This is before people touching Mexico, before touching another country, before exiting the jungle, before touching Nicaragua, Honduras, before touching Guatemala, before touching Mexico, before arriving to the United States. $850 just to transportation right now. Now, let me just put play again. For me, he's recommending another route because it was too expensive for the migrant. He says, I am recommending hold on a minute. It says, what I recommend, if you're going to pick this package of $850, what I recommend is to pay a guide or a travel advisor, so-called smuggler, from Guatemala towards where? Hear this word out. Towards where? To Guatemala to Tapachula. So he's already has the connection and the idea, and they already know how to operate in the border that we have been locating and we have been ultimately documenting for the past 12 caravans. So this guy knows $850 to get to Guatemala, and from Guatemala, what I'm recommending to get a guide. From there, you get a guide to get you from Guatemala all the way, smuggle you all the way to Tapachula, the border that we have been documenting for numerous times. Now, let us go again to the audio.
280, 300 le vale más o menos.
Around $280 to $300 is going to cost you. That's smuggled between Guatemala and Tapachula.
Le recomiendo unos buenos.
So that's 300 more. So you got 850 plus 300, 950, 1,050, 1,150. You have 1,150 before arrive. Just this is to arrive to Mexico. 1,150.
Y de ahí que saque su salvoconducto.
From there, from Tapachula, you get your permit. They don't tell the migrants how suffering it is to get the permit, how to do the permit, how long it's going to take them to get the permit, how they are going to get it, because a lot of them, they walk for 290 kilometers, risking their lives and risking children's health to get to another point to get the permit. They're not saying anything about it. The only thing they're saying is how much they are charging. So they're saying from there, you get your permit, and you move yourself all the way to Monterrey. Monterrey, it is the state that particularly it distributes ultimately to borders like Eagle Pass, Texas, and Del Rio, Texas. This guy already knows where the business it is located, and he's located all the way down to Central and South America. You have to also say that smugglers tell them that they don't have to touch the jungle, but then it is a lie. Yes, we have seen it in an interview. We've seen a woman that it was cheated, and we have that interview. We have that clip in that interview where the woman paid $4,200 to exit from Venezuela to arrive to all the way to the northern borders, and she was lied to, cheated to, and also she suffered from brutal abuse, quote unquote, violence towards women in the jungle. I don't want to say the word that starts with an R, ends with an E. She suffered all of those consequences because she was lied to. They told them, oh, no, you don't go through there. You're not going to touch the jungle. All of a sudden, she was in the middle of the jungle and she was stranded for 10 days. 10 days strangled. And she lost all her money. This is continuancy of the clip. What the hell? Holy. The guy's saying 850 plus 300 to get you from Guatemala to Tapachula. That's 1150. From there, you get your permit. You move yourself all the way to Monterrey. And from Monterrey, he says, you get yourself a coyote. You see how now all of these individuals, they are a resource to enter to another country? Do you see that? Do you actually see that these men are now a resource? This is against the law, but they're making it look like it's not against the law. They're making it look like it's okay. Holy smokes. Let me just put this clip right here so you guys can understand what he says. It says you go to Monterrey, that is a state that is connected to Eagle Pass and to Del Rio. And then from there, you get what he said? You get a coyote. That's what he says. And then you pay how much? $2,200, and you pass yourself into the United States of America. I didn't say it. This man said it. Let me return the clip so you can understand. I'm not saying it. This man is saying it. All the way from Central and South America, they have a quantity. 150 plus 1150 plus the 22, 1150. They have spent 1150. At 1150, this is a man talking to a male. 1150 plus 2,500. That's a total of almost $3,650. Now, look what he says right here. You get yourself to Guatemala, from Guatemala to Tapachula. From there, you get your permit. From your permit, you go all the way to the borders of Monterrey. From Monterrey, you distribute yourself, and you you get yourself a coyote, and it's going to cost you how much?
Hasta Monterrey. Yo en Monterrey con un coyote
You get a coyote, and then from there, what?
paga los $1,500 sin pasar de una.
And then you get you pay $2,500, and you pass at the first shot. At the first shot. Let's multiply 3,650. Multiply it on a good day. Let's say you're getting 100 migrants. Multiply that by 100. That's $365,000. Just 100. $365,000. That's audio clip number 2. That's clip number 2. Let me get you clip number 3. This is another one that apparently this is another individual. This is clip number 3. $365,000 on just 100 people. We're in the wrong business. We're in the wrong business. I'm gonna tell you that. Let me just. Holy cow, man. John, how you doing? I'm doing great. So, Oscar, what are you doing lately? I've been reporting, man, on the borders and the border crisis that is occurring around the world. And I'm a pro-migrant myself. I'm a migrant myself, man. But the way that they're taking advantage of the children and the families, and yeah, man, they're making like $365,000 for just 100 people. If I want to go where? Invited to do what? How much? Hold on. Get my check. Holy cow. Clip number 3. Oh, my God. Let's hear this guy out.
Son entre 17 y 20 días, papá. 17 y 20 días de viaje.
These are people that they're particularly possibly going to go through the jungle, and ultimately not only through the jungle, but all the way to the northern borders of the U.S. So this guy is particularly saying, no, papito. It's an expression. It will take you around 17 to 20 days to get there.
Son con guía. No, man, el pasaporte que se lo lleven sin sellar. El pasaporte se lo lleven.
Don't worry about the passport if it's sealed or if it's not sealed. Don't even worry about it. It's okay.
Sin sellar. Bueno, ya cancela el día que viaja. Por ejemplo, hay una salida a las 5 de la tarde. Estamos esperando otra gente que
Don't worry about it. We're about to embark on a new departure right now, around 5 o'clock in the evening. If you decide to come.
falta que llegue ahí. Si llega muy tarde, la salida es mañana a las 5 de la tarde.
If you do not arrive at time, tomorrow it's going to be departure around 5 o'clock in the evening. And then you can sign up for that trip, and you're going to pay how much? How much? If you arrive around 5 o'clock in the evening, you will pay exactly the same amount. What is exactly the same amount? We just discussed it. We just talked about it. These are people that this is, my God. And I remember when I started reporting on the migration phenomenon, and the immigration phenomenon, if you know, and for all those people that they are entering the live feed, I'm not going to put attention to comments or ultimately opinions that they are from this stupid mindset. And let me say the word stupid because it is really stupid. You don't live over here in Mexico. You're not seeing what we're seeing. And you're not acknowledging what we have acknowledged. And you have never got yourself a pair of boots and walked on a caravan with multiple migrants from parts of the world that they're suffering on this travesty provoked by open border policies. If you have this linguistics, please get your incompetent brain out of whatever place, creating hysteria at the border, fear monger, conspiracy theories, QAnon, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic, pronoun-phobic, white supremacist, white imperialist. If I'm not woke, that. And if you're part of this incompetent brain that you have, that you're comparing this situation right now to what happened with Christopher Columbus, holy cow, go back to elementary. Holy cow, you do not have a brain. You don't have it. Search for it on a box. Go buy it at Amazon. Go and see where you can buy it for 2 for $1 and fit it in there. And when you fit it in there, just try to find it. This is clip number, I believe that is clip number 3, 4. Let me see what we got. No, this is the same clip. Let me put the next clip right here. The next clip. Where is the next clip? My God, I like whooping those leftist butts, man. Holy cow. We're just doing it every day. Holy, you radicals. My God, you guys are such, you don't have no, you guys praise yourselves to being humanitarian, loving people, caring people. Oh my God, I'm all this. I'm all for hugs. I'm all for hugs. I'm all for loving and I'm all for, for all just being together and loving each other. And oh my God, I am so loving this. I am together forever. Guys, praise yourselves as the most humanitarian people, and you have never, ever in your life walked with a migrant. You're like this at the border. Hey, how was the Darien Gap, Juan? Yeah, you saw a lot of people dying. Let me hug you. So let me send you to this lawyer that he's about to attend you. It's going to cost you a little bit, but we will help you. All right? I got you. And also, there's this other NGO that is going to help you over here. Go ahead and enter. Oh, my God. Exactly like that. Or, hey, hi, Juan. How you doing? Hey, how was the Darien Gap? Hey, so we need you at the Darien Gap. That's where we need you. No, we cannot go over there. We need to stay here at the U.S. where you are going to risk your life through the Darien Gap and through smugglers and through travel advisors and all these people that are trying to cause damage to your life. But we are going to receive you here if you make it. Let me hug you. My God, get a brain. Get a damn brain. Holy cow. This is another clip right here. It's another clip. Let's hear the other clip. This is another route without touching the jungle. This is a route without touching the jungle. This guy is promoting, this travel advisor. It is promoting the traveling packages from, basically all the way from Central America, promoting.
Medellín, Necoclí, Necoclí, Panamá.
Holy cow, from Colombia. He's promoting it from Colombia. And he says all the routes. Let me just go back right here.
Panamá, Necoclí, Medellín, Necoclí.
Medellín is Colombia. Necoclí is the border between Colombia and Venezuela.
Necoclí, Panamá.
From Necoclí, Panama, without touching the jungle. Darien Gap is in the Panama.
Panamá, Costa Rica,
Panama all the way to Costa Rica. From Costa Rica,
Nicaragua,
from Nicaragua, Costa Rica to Nicaragua.
Honduras.
Nicaragua to Honduras.
Honduras, Guatemala.
From Honduras to Guatemala.
Guatemala, México.
Guatemala all the way to Mexico.
Se chantan en Tapachula.
You stay there in Tapachula to wait for your paperwork.
Espera que le den el permiso, luego que le den el permiso.
When you get your permit,
La mandamos a Piedras Negras.
and you go all the way to Piedras Negras. Where is Piedras Negras? Piedras Negras is in Coahuila. You know where these travel advisors, they do not care if you cross through a river. If multiple migrants, they lose their lives to cross the river. Do you know these travel advisors that they do not care about humanitarian lives? He's promoting all the way from Medellín, Colombia. From Medellín, Colombia, promoting it all the way to Piedras Negras, Coahuila, that is the border that is connected to Eagle Pass. Holy cow. From Medellín, Colombia, he's promoting the trip all the way without touching the jungle, all the way to Piedras Negras, Coahuila, where multiple migrants have passed away, drowned in the river, and where we showed the other day at Maverick Cemetery, we showed some images, really hurtful images of migrants that they were buried at Maverick Cemetery. We showed those images, and those videos were brought to us by Aren Cabello. Let me pause the video right here. This is where they're promoting, where they are promoting to go, where people are losing their lives. That is where they're promoting it. Isn't that horrible? So you got a guy that is promoting from Medellín, Colombia. He's promoting all the way from Medellín, Colombia. I got you, Anthony. I got you. He's promoting from Medellín, Colombia, all the way to Piedras Negras, Coahuila. And this is, sadly, some of the results from that promotion, from that travel agency. These are the results from that travel agency. I send you the link through Messenger and Facebook. Let me send you a message where I send you the link. That is where they're promoting it. I got people right here. I'm going to turn on the comments because I got people right here that they have been followers since I started. And these people, they don't like me. They hate me, man. I will tell you, these dumbasses, they don't like me. They hate me, man. They hate my guts. I remember one Antifa member, big dude. I told him, get out. Chicken legs. And he started burning me all over all Antifa pages. Oh my God, this is a fearmonger. All these leftist activists, they're punks. They're legitimate punks. They do not like to be basically in front of their faces and telling them, bring it. Tell me your truth. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. And you know that these multiple people, they have followed me for 4 years. For 4 years. And still, you have them right here with multiple different names. Because I'm always whooping your ass. Always. Always and forever. Always, man. Always. 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 And we got the evidence of the Antifa member. Let me turn off the comments. I believe that was it. This is what is actually happening. This guy, it is promoting. This guy, it is promoting all the way from Medellin, Colombia. All the way from Medellin, Colombia to Piedras Negras, Coahuila. All the way. And this is a video. This is a video that it was sent to us by our colleague and friend Auden Cabello in Maverick Cemetery. Maverick Cemetery. These are more than 20 some comments. 20 some comments. 20 some people. They were buried at Maverick Cemetery. Holy cow. Let me just put myself right here. There you go. Right there. This is what all the travel agents are doing. This is them. And a lot of these people are unrecognizable individuals that they didn't find no identification. It doesn't mean that all of them, but apparently, given information about Auden Cabello, all of these individuals that they were buried under this circumstance, they are migrants. Sadly. So you got a guy that is promoting all the way from Medellin, Colombia, this trip. Where is it at? This trip that he's promoting all the way from Medellin, Colombia, without knowing that a lot of the migrants are they go with the blessing. Let me see if I can make it, or if I'm not going to make it. And if I make it, I made it. But not only that, that they made it or not made it, but ultimately it's sad that they're risking their lives. Risking their lives so bad. by these individuals that they're promoting this trip all the way from Medellin, Colombia. And this, what has cost? Let me remove this and put right here. Let me remove this. What has cost this? Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? This is right now, El Paso, Texas. I remember doing a interview with one of the greatest minds in history, and it was in the war room with Mr. Steve Bannon. And I was doing an interview with him. Let me just put right here. Where is it at? Right there. No. I was doing an interview with him, and this is all real Anthony Agüero's work. All of it. All of it, man. He's doing a magnificent work. Magnificent work over there in magnificent and great work over there in El Paso. And right now we are getting, look, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hey Ben, I'm doing a show right now. Can I call you in a few minutes? All right. Love you too, brother. Okay, bye. So none other than get the real man himself. The way that things are happening, I will love to get this man right here on, and he's right here. So everybody, there has been a overflow of migrants in El Paso, Texas. This is my brother Anthony Agüero.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Which he is in El Paso, Texas right now, and we have. We knew that this was going to happen. We were at the last caravan. I was with the war room with Steve Bannon, and he told me, "Where do you think that all of these migrants are going to go?" And I believe that the three of us we were there on that live feed, and I said, "El Paso, Texas is going to be one that is going to be overflowed. Ciudad Juárez is going to be overflowed by migrants, by hundreds of migrants." And now this is happening right now, Anthony, as we are seeing on screen. This is actually your video that is being played. And the most sad thing about it, Anthony, is that they are sleeping on the street.
That's right, Oscar. They've been out there going on now 8 days, and these people have no shelter. They have no resources, no money, and no sponsors, Oscar. The fact that we've been having 1,300 people coming every single night has really, really put a strain on the resources available here in the city of El Paso. So much so that there obviously an overflow of migrants now out in the streets. They've been given tents, camping tents, because it was raining. The last 2 nights it was raining out there. Now we see that they've brought down the tents and that they're now laying on top of them. El Paso has been seeing an increase of 1,300 bodies coming across the border every night since, according to Gloria Chavez, which is the Border Patrol chief here for the El Paso sector. According to her, since September 1st, 2022, we have been receiving over 1,300 bodies through this sector alone. A lot of in from Venezuela, and just yesterday alone they released another group of, I believe, close to about 500 migrants from Venezuela. People are telling us, Oscar, I did an interview just a little while ago. The migrants, I asked him, is the border open? Kamala Harris says the border is closed. Is the border open or closed? And they all simultaneously said it's open, it's open. It's open for whoever wants to come and take it. It's exactly the words that I heard from these people. Now, aside from that, Oscar, there is a criminal element that comes with all of these people being out there, out in the streets at the most vulnerable, because you have individuals going out there trying to gain the confidence predominantly of the women. And they are out there offering women, come on, let's go eat. Come take a shower. You can come shower over here. And from what I was talking to them right now off camera, are recognizing that these individuals are just like individuals that they under with the United States, potential human traffickers right there knocking on their door, asking if they need a ride, asking if they need anything. And so they're being very precautious right now out there. There is heavy police presence. When I arrived out there, police actually were chasing a man with a duffel bag full of drugs. It is to say that this man was not a migrant. This man was an American citizen. And I just want to clarify that because a lot of people on the live stream thought that it was a migrant that got arrested, and that's not the case. The Venezuelan migrants actually helped the El Paso Police Department bring the suspect down, who the suspect was actually running from the police. The Venezuelan migrants jumped off of the ground and ran after them and helped the El Paso Police Department make the arrest. So that was pretty cool to watch and to witness the migrants coming together with the El Paso Police Department, helping them and making the arrest.
Wow. How many people you are watching right now? At how many people do you think that they are is the amount that they are sleeping outside right now in tents?
There's probably about 100 people outside in those tents. Now, I did not know this, Oscar, but apparently these people want to be out there. Okay, there are NGOs going to the bus station consistently asking them if they want to come. The migrants are the ones that are saying that they don't want to come for the following reason. A lot of these migrants are waiting for other family members that are in the ICE house. A lot of these migrants are waiting for other family members, friends who are still pending their release. So they are just waiting out there. They don't want to leave until their friends and family members are also released. So they've decided that they want to stay out there and wait for their friends or their family members to be released. One thing to note is that there are attorneys out there offering help to these migrants, Oscar. And this is new to me, knowing that these attorneys that are out there are giving these migrants free consultations, and they are letting the migrants know that from the time that the migrant submits his formal paperwork for their asylum, 150 days after that, more than likely 97% of these people are now receiving a work permit, Oscar. They are now receiving work permits, and that work permit becomes effective after the 180th day.
Wow. Now, wow. But your vice president, Anthony, has told the world that it's closed.
It's not closed. I went around asking all of the migrants that were on the floor if the border is closed or open. They all told us that it's open. An interesting fact is that unfortunately, many of them are okay with being treated the way that the Biden administration is treating them. They don't care that they're out there homeless in the streets. They see it as, thank you, Biden, you've let us in. When in reality, it's nothing but the opposite. If the Biden administration really cared about them, they would not have forced them to go in through a non-legal port of entry. They would not have them out in the streets like that. It's just a very, very chaotic situation all around, because you see all of the elements that come together. You see people trafficking drugs, which I just told you about, the Venezuelan migrants helped the El Paso Police Department. You see individuals out there scouting the women, trying to come close to them, walking in circles around these people aggressively. This is all taking place in one small sector in El Paso, Texas. There's also the it's very unsanitary. That is a huge deal.
Yeah.
I went around the building, Oscar, and there are landmines all over the floor. I could not help myself from nearly. Unfortunately, on my live stream, I almost threw up. I was showing my audience, and I could not anymore. I had to get out of there. The smell is on another level, and all of the feces is just being dumped
It's
right
the
there on the
Anthony.
streets.
The problem is that they have been. This is exactly the travesty that started from Venezuela. It's a copy paste of what it's right now showing into the United States. The most sad thing about it is that it's not being fixed. It is exactly the same, and people are still sleeping on the streets. And it's going to get worse because it's El Paso is going to be overflowed. It overflowed. Right now they don't have
Absolutely.
capacity, Anthony.
No, not at all. Not at all. They've had to shut down some of the NGOs down here, and it's total mess. But ironically enough, Oscar, you know what you don't see downtown? You
Hmm.
don't see one single Democrat. You don't see Beto O'Rourke. You don't see Veronica Escobar out there. You don't see anybody from the Democrat Party giving water, giving food, giving shelter or hope to any of these people. You don't
Not
see
even the
no
United
Democrat.
Nations, Anthony.
None of them. There are probably more Republicans out there trying to help than there are actual Democrats out there, Oscar.
Wow. That is just unbelievable. So thank you so much, Anthony, for jumping in and showing this
Absolutely.
what is going on in El Paso. Uh, guys, I'm a let Anthony plug himself right here. I'm gonna remove myself. Anthony, go ahead.
Just go ahead and if you guys just follow me on Getter, Instagram, Facebook, all those other social media sites at the end of the day don't matter anymore. I don't know how much longer they are going to allow us on there. If you guys want a free flow of information that is going to be raw, unedited, and uncut, I invite all of you guys to jump on Getter, follow Border Network News on Getter, follow Oscar El Blue, and you can follow me on Getter at Real Anthony. Really easy. Real Anthony on Getter. That is our end game to be on.
Anthony,
Thank you, Oscar, for your time.
No, the Gives and Go, the Gives and Go, the Gives and
Oh, if you guys would like to donate to have us out on the road, go to givesandgo.com/expose open borders. There's nobody out there bringing it to you guys like we are. Border Network News, Real America's Voice News. Thank you guys very much for your time. Thank
There
you,
you have it.
Oscar.
I
Appreciate
love
your
you,
time,
brother.
bro.
Love you, brother. Take care of yourself.
Love you too, man. Talk.
There you have it. That's the other half of Border Network News. We have done so much, man. Oh my God. You go way back, working together, walking multiple caravans, walking multiple places at the wall, working together at south of Mexico and Guatemala, working together at borders in the northern borders in Arizona and El Paso. We go back. We have done so much. And on the phone, it was my other colleague, Ben Berquam, who has done also phenomenal and great work. And he has done enormous work. And I'm really blessed to be at this network that is called Real America's Voice News. All the people from Real America's Voice News, they're phenomenal. And the owner is he's just a magnificent man. And all the people in the network, they're extremely just amazing people. We have traveled multiple places, broadcast multiple caravans, broadcast multiple cities, and ultimately we almost we went to Guatemala. Also, we went to down south, down in center of the country of Guatemala. It has been, unbelievable working with this network, and it's the best network. Also, Wendy Bell Radio Network. Do not, when you finish this live feed, please go and download the app, Wendy Bell Radio Network. Wendy Bell Radio Network is the app. Follow Wendy Bell Radio Network. The app, it is free. Go to the App Store. You can get it. And ultimately, you can get that and can start watching one of the best informative networks in the country of the United States. I had my neck crazy like that the whole time. Thank you so much. I will turn on the comments for myself. The comments have been on all the time, but for myself, I prefer not to go and watch them. One of the best broadcasters right now in the world is Joe Rogan, and he said, you know what, I'm done with the comments. I'm not even going to put it on. If I want to, I'll put them on. If I don't, I don't. It's just contaminating sometimes to see people instigate themselves. But I'm right here to listen to your comments. Go ahead, I'm right here to basically answer your comments. Whatever comment do you guys want to ask, or whatever legitimate question without being a snowflake, I will answer it without being you're a fearmonger, conspiracy theorist, creating hysteria at the border, white supremacist, xenophobic, fascist, racist, without using your pandering language. I'm right here for all of you guys. So go ahead. I will answer a couple of questions. Manager, I am going to take around 5 minutes, and then I will be done. So say hello to everybody at Getter. God bless every single one of you at Getter. Thank you so much. Guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Pinky 25. Also, I love the USA too. Also, say hello to you. Say hello to every single one. People at Getter. All people at Getter are from the War Room Posse. The majority of my audience is from the War Room Posse, man. The majority of my audience is from the War Room Posse. And every time that I see the War Room, I'm on the floor. I'm at the wall. I'm at somewhere else, trying to do the best for every single one of you. Work permits up to 120 days. Yes, that's around. That's what they're saying, that the migrants now are getting work permits after 120 days that they have stayed in the United States of America. That is a blessing. I'm going to tell you that. That is a huge blessing. I'm not hating if you're getting a work permit into the United States of America. If I don't know if it is applicable. Now they're going to give you a Social Security, and now you're going to be able to just now under the legitimacy of paying taxes. If you're going to be paying taxes, well, that is, I don't know, people. They just got a blessing. I'm just saying it like it is. An irregular entry is not justifiable for to enter to another country, but due to the fact that the open border agenda it is located right now, it is legitimacy to ask for asylum and refugee as soon as you enter in the land of the United States of America. It doesn't even matter which part is it. It is right now, open border to enter. And then the migrants have said it themselves. It is a blessing to receive a work permit into the United States of America. And, for the people that they have received it, what a blessing. Okay, now National Guard video from Tijuana. Are they stopping the migrants from coming? No, this is not. Tammy Rinaldi. Hey, Oscar, caught the National Guard video from Tijuana. Are they trying to stop the migrants from coming over? Are they letting through? No, the National Guard was here to try to combat the organized crime and the cartel. Just today in the morning, a cartel banner was put at the international airport of Tijuana, telling the authorities, hey, you know what? These are the people that they're operating from this particular cartel inside of the airport. We're watching you. And this was another cartel, which it was saying that it was the other cartel was operating inside. National Guard is here, and also with military and armed forces, to try to bring peace into the integrity of the citizens, and ultimately to bring peace to every single one of you guys, that they come to our beautiful city in Tijuana. Let me see. Following you long before the war and watch many videos of you, Ben and Anthony. And well, what's Belvet Ann? Thank you so much for your support. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom. That's pinned on the chat. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee is pinned on the chat. Thank you so much. See what they said. When they come across the border into their parts of a border patrol release, they are legal. Is that true? There you go. Question. Steve Oatley said that once they come across the border into the U.S., they're processed by Border Patrol and released. They are legal. Is that true? Apparently, they are given a work permit right now, or a search of a document that permits them to be legally staying in the United States of America under the refugee and asylum claim. So that is actually, yes, it is factual. they are legit, they are legal. As soon as they are processed, I don't like to use the word legal and illegal. It is not a word that I use that much. I don't like to use it. For me, it's not a language that I use. But for you, I'm using it this time. Now, after they get processed, yes, they are, particularly now documented, and they have, they have possibility to stay more because under the refugee of asylum claim. Where is it? The comment. Where is it? The comment. Let me see. I hope they help. What is it's a mess over there from what I heard. Okay. More comments. Whoever wants to comment, I will read your comments. Hold on. I put this phone over here, and it's so important to put it over here. I'm sorry, manager. Oh, yes. Wendy is on Rumble. Yes, she is on Rumble as Wendy Bell Radio Network. Then, yes, the violence of banners of cartels and the organized crime has never stopped in our city of Tijuana. This is what, sadly, what it's been happening in our country for the longest of time. But now it's a little bit more aggravated with this president that we have as a Mexican president. Clearly, he is an ally for the organized crime, and there's a lot of impunity towards journalists. Number one country for assassination towards journalists. We're number 3 for assassinations towards women. We got 8 cities on the top 10 for violence and delinquents in the world. We have continuous, trafficking of everything, every single thing in our country. Sadly, our country is going through a lot. And today is Independence Day, late at night at 12 o'clock. I love my country. I love Mexico. I love the fact that I was born in Tijuana. That's the most proudest thing of myself, that I was born, in the city of Tijuana. This is one of the proudest things that I can have, is that I was born in this beautiful city, the city that offers work for every single person around the country. And a lot of these people from Mexico City, from Guadalajara, from all parts of the country, they come to Tijuana and they work over here and they live over here. So it's a beautiful city that opens the eyes, and opens the doors, and opens the arms of everybody. Here it is. Anthony Agüero knows about this information. I-589. It is the name of the work permit for the immigrants. If you guys want to research that, it is okay to give factual information and good information before we start speaking and talking about a subject that is really, it's delicate to say, oh, they're not legal here, where, now they're giving them a work permit, and it is I-589 is the name of the work permit for people that they are asking for asylum and refugee right now. And the U.S. government decides on that work permit. Yes, ultimately, they are the last ones that they decide if they want to give them a work permit or not. One more question, one more comment before I go. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We are going to be traveling soon. We have a Gives and Go. I will put out the Gives and Go as soon as we accomplish the trip. I am crossing my fingers that everything goes well, and that we are going to be traveling soon through a place where you guys are going to be shocked. But it is going to be, I think it's going to be game changing, and it is a challenge. Now this is a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for me, but I'm a man that always is up to people telling me it is impossible to do it. I like when people tell me that it is impossible to do it, and then when you show it that it's possible, it is so beautiful to stand and to say I accomplished it. So we are going to be traveling soon. Thank you so much for every single one of your support. Buy me a coffee is pinned in the chat. Thank you. God bless. You can follow me at Facebook. It's Oscar Blue. Twitter, it's Oscar Blue. Instagram, it's Oscar Blue Ramirez, and also Oscar Blue Team. Also, you can follow me at Getter as Oscar Blue Ramirez, YouTube as Oscar Blue Ramirez, and you can go to our website also, Oscar Blue Ramirez .com. Thank you, and thank you. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
We're in the middle of everything. They're carrying a child. Look at this. They're carrying a child. Look at this. This is horrible.
Ustedes tienen familia, somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes. Somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes.
Discúlpame, oficial. They have encapsulated them. They're pushing. Now they're pushing. Some of them, they're escaping underneath to the ranches. Look at this, man. They're throwing rocks. They're hitting the National Guard officers. Throwing rocks over here.
Gosh, what a scene to see really unfolding here, and having them use that rope so that they're all able to stay together is really interesting to see all this happen, Oscar.
Is number 4 in the world for violence and homicides. Due to this factor, the military was moved to Tijuana. Entry of San Isidro next door to the city of Tijuana, Mexico. Migrants looking for asylum from Ukraine arrived to the
Roto, señores, las barreras. Ya no los pueden controlar. They have broke the barriers. They cannot control them.